So, today we will discuss the character of Gandhari, the mother of Duryodhan and the wife of Dhritarashtra and also the sister of Shakuni. Just imagine that such a surrounding if we have, however good you are, some ill effect will come. In fact, Srila Vyasdev, when he compiled the Mahabharata, he, as we discussed on the first day, there is a flag, Mahabharata, because when you see on the battlefield, to recognize whose chariot it is, you can see and understand through the flag what they have. Duryodhan's flag has Naga. Somebody has the flag of the mark of tree. And Arjuna's flag with Hanumanji. So by recognizing the flag, you understand whom that chariot belongs to. So similarly, Mahabharata has a flag. When you see those people on that flag, you recognize this is Mahabharata. What is there in that flag? Kunti's ability to handle limitless suffering. Dhritya Kunti, and Vidur's farsightedness. He could see far beyond anybody could see. And then Mahabharata has the entire story of the Kurukul, history of a Kurukul and other connected families. Mahabharata has the story of Dharmik Pandavas and evil Kauravas. He defines like that with this Vyasdev. And then he talks about the greatness of Krishna. And one important thing is the Dharma Shilata of Gandhari. So Vyasdev glorifies her as a woman who has got so much of dharma. But our topic is misuse of dharmic life. Right. And again, if you observe in the Mahabharata, all the characters, those who are female characters, you don't find anybody naming their children, their girl after these characters. Because none of this character had a stable life. It was full of limitless suffering. Kunti is great. You may have Kunti Devi Dasi, but people do not name their daughter as Kunti. Not because that name is inauspicious, but that name is so powerful, can anyone handle that name? It is like Arjuna getting the Brahmastra after chanting 10 crores of Gayatri Mantra. Satyavati, before that Ganga, she came down being cursed. She had a short connection with Shantanu Maharaj. Nobody could understand because every child is born, she's dumping in the river. So how can somebody call her as a woman in those times? After that came Satyavati, came with great ambitions. I want to be the queen of Kurukul. But what happened in her life? Both of her sons were killed. And so many troubles to her. Then Bhishma kidnapped Ambalika, Ambika and Amba. Those two became widow early, and Amba's life was, in one sense, directly or indirectly ruined by Bhishma and another king from Kashi. He would not accept her. She had to go through so much of painful realities. Then she was born as Shikhandi. Madri, Kunti, Gandhari, and what to speak of all the 100 daughter-in-laws of Gandhari. In fact, Vasudev does not even mention their names. Duryodhana's wife's name is not mentioned. She is mentioned as the daughter of Kashiraj, won by Karna on behalf of Duryodhana, like how Bhishma did. But her name is not mentioned. In the folk tale, her name is mentioned as Bhanumati. But the name of Duryodhana's wife is not mentioned. Karna's wife, Vrishali, imagination of the story writers. He had a son named Vrishaketu. So therefore they made it Vrishaketu must be Vrishali. But her name is also not mentioned. So Vyasadeva in one sense is pained to mention the name of these wives. And another principle is that it is explained after Gandhari and in the family of the Pandavas, there was value for the opinion when it came from the women. But in Kurukul, certainly Dhritarashtra respected his wife, did not neglect her, but did not value her advice. She would give blunt advices, very foresighted. She would tell him, but he would always express his value was what always express, what can I do? I'm attached to my son. So Gandhari, her character, if you want to sum up in one sentence, that she built a big house made of dharma and she burned it to ashes by cursing Krishna. इतना बड़ा सुंदर घर बना है जो पूरा धर्म से भरा हुआ था. But what she did was, at the end of her last leg of her life, she basically, like Prabhupada explains, someone builds a very nice house and invites everyone for Graha Pravesh. And before the Graha Pravesh, what do? You lit your house to fire. Graha Pravesh karne ke pehle hi, if the house is completely burned, what is the purpose of Graha Pravesh? He gives the example of these material bodies like a palatial house. But where does it go? It goes to the cremation ground. Without contributing anything. We discussed this. Draupadi, at least at the end of the day, when she was resting, when she was walking in the Himalayan mountain, when she fell, there was a satisfaction. I dedicated my life. In fact, the Vaishnavas explain that when Krishna was departing back to the spiritual world, in Vedic culture, along with remembering God, you also remember your mother. Right? माँ का स्मरण करते लोग. तो कई फिलोसोफर बोलते देखो माँ के प्रति कितनी आसक्ति है. आसक्ति नहीं, प्रेम है. So those who are able to recognize these two things, God and Ma, they are cultured people. So Krishna, when he came down to this world in Nara Avatar, it is explained that Krishna also was remembering. And he called out for his mother, and 3 mothers came down. Devaki, Yashoda, and Putana. Because Krishna had given her the position of motherhood, ek nurse. And at the same time, when the Lord was living, there was a regret also. We'll study in the character of Bhishma Dev that when person leaves this world, he should have a triangle: satisfaction, gratitude, and regret. Because no human being in this world, if his life is full of limitless misery, then how can he be satisfied? Unsatisfied soul, atripta atma. or you are so happy that you don't have a regret, that means you are basically an animal only. Full pleasure without any gratitude or regret कि मैंने ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था. So it is explained when Krishna was living, going back to the spiritual world, there was regret. And one of the regret of Krishna was that I did not come to save Draupadi at the right time. I got delayed. So always looking for limitation along with gratitude and satisfaction gives rise to contentment. Only seeing limitation gives rise to depression. It's a triangle. वो पूरा triangle होना चाहिए. So Krishna was playing that role. So he felt that I did not come to save Draupadi at the right time. No, it is one thing that you regret that you did not do. But when God regrets that He did not do something for you, what a good fortune. When Uddhav met with Vidur, everything was done, the Pandavas had gone back, Krishna had gone back to the spiritual world. Just before the Pandavas went back to the spiritual world, Vidur met Uddhav, and Uddhav narrated everything about Krishna, and he said, you know what, Vidur? He said, the Lord was remembering you when He was passing away from this world. And Vidur broke down. Who am I? What is my position for which Krishna has to remember me? But unfortunately, Gandhari's character, she stands very tall for her dharma. But when your life is full of so much of complexities and you are suffocating to practice dharma, your determination at some point of time breaks down. It becomes very delicate. The wall of determination becomes porous. Because how long that wall can handle the heat of negativity? Right. Gandhari was not able to express her human side. But when she expressed, that was most negative. We discussed this on the first day also, that in this world, those who act very idealistic about their responsibilities, their character, never exhibit or express their human side, they are building their wall in such a way, it's a strong wall, but somewhere they're creating the porousness. Therefore, expressing humanness with some of your very close people is extremely important. So Gandhari, in one sense, was not able to do that. Another principle, Vyasdev, in the Mahabharata, what does he do? He tells us nobody in this world is fully evolved as long as they have the material body. They also have the limitation. Along with the potentials, we have limitations. Explore the potential to grow, but accept that I have these limitations. So this conflict, therefore no character, no gender, no personality. Sometimes people ask this question, who is better, men or women? No, that question itself is redundant, useless, illogical. To ask this question, who is better, who is superior, does not make any sense. And anybody tries to answer this question, they are also getting into a vicious cycle. It's not about who is better, who is superior, who is inferior. Both are different. दोनों अलग है. Therefore, the Padma Purana says, human species has got 400,000 variety. वैरायटी के रूप में बताया गया है 400,000 वैरायटी. Again, trying to say everybody is equal, everybody should get same opportunity for everything. It's like a rabbit and tortoise running. Right, okay, from a moral point of view, slow and steady wins the race. But if we actually make rabbit and tortoise run, what will happen? No, tortoise will not win. 1 in 1,000 example where the rabbit is restless, gets to eat some grass, it stops, then the tortoise might win. Exceptional stories should not be used as an example for telling us, oh, this is the slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. But between rabbit and tortoise, the tortoise will not win the race. Eating. If there is a race between, if there is a competition between elephant and lion, a lion is very powerful. It will strike against the elephant. But when it comes to eating, naturally elephant will win the race. And if there is a race between Raghunath Das Goswami and Bhima in regards to eating, no, you can't tell Bhima, you know what, Bhima, what is this nonsense? You should be like Raghunath Das Goswami, your ultimate destination. You should aspire to eat like Raghunath Das Goswami. He said, no, let him eat or drink his chas, but I'll continue to eat what I am supposed to eat. Bhima doesn't have the, comparing mentality. Right? He will eat and say, I'm eating too less. And Raghunath Das Goswami will drink little chas and he will say, I'm drinking too much of sats. So diversity is so limitless. So when we study the character of Gandhari, we see the duality so much. Therefore, Manu, Mahabharata, Ramayana, when they present the character, what do? They do not make them only Devi. And all women are good and all men are bad. That is the modern narratives now. Right? The modern narrative is that just to win over, in the public space, all the narratives are produced in such a way that we are all for empowering women. But if you go to their private space, then you will realize there is a big gap between the stage and the life. Forget men. In fact, women themselves become cause of abusing other women. I remember listening to one talk by one lady. She deals with this people who are, girl trafficking for prostitution. This lady, you can also hear her speak, very inspiring. Sunita Krishnan. The TED talk is there. She was gang raped by 7 people when she was 17-year-old. And they told her, you deserve this. So that was her life when she was 17-year-old. Now even the parents, it's not their fault completely. They were worried what will happen to her now. Rather than basically empowering her, sympathizing with her, giving her a solution, they're worried about why this happened. We could have done this one, we could have done that one. When you drop something, एक बार आपके हाथ से ग्लास फूट गया हो, उसके पीछे चर्चा करना, ऐसा क्यों गिरा, ऐसा नहीं गिराना चाहिए था. अगले बार उनको अलर्ट बनने के लिए बोलो. गिर गया तो गिर गया, हो गया. Discussing about what happened will not bring back that glass. Next time another glass will break. So this girl, she became self-empowered. She decided that this happened to me, I'm going to fix my life. She could have condemned the society. She could have condemned them. They deserve to be condemned. They need to get death penalty. All that is okay. But what about her life? by giving death penalty to them, which should be given, other women are protected. But what about her? Death penalty will give her an emotional satisfaction कि उनको दंड मिला. लेकिन what about her life? Very interesting story. So this girl, she decided that I'm going to work with such children. And she would come to the, such girls who were kidnapped by people. When she went to talk to them, they would spit at her face. They had become prostitutes. They would spit at her face. And she was shocked that I came to do good and these women are spitting at us. It took many days, many months. And they spoke. He said, we do not trust any woman who comes with good wishes for us. Because we were brought here by women only. Our parents trusted and we trusted them. After all, she's a woman. How can she cheat you? But women were used and these women agreed to be used to basically, cheat this girl, and their life was completely ruined. So therefore, good is not only made by women to other women. Bad is not only made by men to men or men to women. Bad is an attitude. It is not gender centric. तो इसलिए just to pacify people, you can't create a fantasism or fantasy of gender. Oh, sab अच्छे. All women are good. All men are bad. And we study that in the Mahabharata, that what Vyasdev does, what Bhishma does, what Manu does, what Ramayana does, what Bhagavatam does, it brings out the character. These are your good side and these are your bad side. And the disadvantage of your good side. A motherly nature is not always good. Somebody sent me a story, and a very interesting story. A lady always served her family, not for herself. So the story is that a lady with her 2 sons and her husband, they're in an ice cream parlor, and she's saying, I don't want to eat. I don't eat ice cream. तो बच्चे लोग खा रहे हैं, पति खा रहा है. One time, second time, third time, many times it happened. So the husband told her, you know what? If you don't take, there will be a time your children will stop asking you. Because they know that you don't eat. When they stop asking you, you'll start feeling neglected. Then you'll start grumbling and complaining, nobody takes care of me. He said, don't be so idealistic. And that's so true that so many dedicated women, those who dedicate for their family, live a very idealistic life, become isolated from their family, and eventually they grumble कि everybody used me. So therefore, Vyasdev and Manu, they are so brutally honest. As I said, Mahabharata is not about niceness. It is about laws of nature. It will say, if you are determined, women's determination can become cause of stubbornness. Strihat बोलते हैं ना? Strihat का root determination में है. But that can be translated as hut also. Protection, very always talking about safeness. मेरे बच्चे, मेरे परिवार. That safety can become very narrow-mindedness. So nothing in this world, as they are trying to tell us, is only good. And nothing in this world is only bad. So Gandhari's character, a most tragedical character, a tragedy, such good she had, which Vyasdev is glorifying her, but the conclusion of her life, 2 mistakes, that's all. केवल दो दोष उसके थे, वो कैसे थे, कब हुए? Therefore karma is not connected to how big is your act. A big act does not necessarily gives big consequences. In fact, karma says when you perform what act, at which time, at which juncture. Your act could be very impulsive, very insignificant, but the consequences could be extremely large, big, can consume the entire cooler. So we'll study Gandhari and her life. Gandhari is the daughter of Subala by Turvasu, brother of Yadu. In fact, the entire Chandra Vamsha, whether it is Hastinapur, whether it is Kuru, Jangal, Panchal Desh, or Jarasan, they were all connected to originally Yadu only. They were all in one sense connected to Yadu family. So therefore we see Turvasu's son was Subala and Turvasu was brother of Yadu Maharaj. Krishna is called as Yaduvamshi. They spread everywhere. And Gandhari was his daughter. And again, Gandhari's mother name is not mentioned. Only father's name is mentioned. No, you can't blame Vyasdev for it. We discussed about it. Devotee of Shiva from her childhood. He had blessed her to have 100 sons. Shiva gives you 100 sons, but he never told what kind of sons. When Draupadi took blessings from Lord Shiva, he kept on saying, Tatastu, 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 Tatastu. Draupadi, in her previous life, describing what kind of husband she wanted. She wanted one husband having this many qualities. But actually what happened? Lord Shiva gave her 5 husbands, saying that one person cannot possess all these qualities. And then he told about her background also. It was her destiny to marry 5 husbands. Her royal father agreed to marry his daughter to Dhritarashtra after understanding the lineage and alliance it would bring. Many times marriage were used for a political connection at the cost of sacrificing their own daughter. Very clearly Mahabharata explains when Bhishma sent his proposal, about Dhritarashtra marrying Gandhari, Pandu marrying Madri and Kunti. So when the alliance comes from a most powerful kingdom, we want your daughter to be married to our future king. What can that father do? Right? Just see, and Krishna in one sense came and broke all these stupid ideas. People don't ask this question, why did Krishna marry so many women? Instead they ask, why he married so many? See the question, give everyone chance to explain why they did what they did. After that you try to question, when Krishna married Rukmini, that was another alliance which was being, proposed by Shishupal's very good friend, who was the brother of Rukmi. Bhishmaka was the father, and Jarasandha was dreaming that he will become the emperor of the entire Bharatavarsha. And then Shishupal was the commander-in-chief. So Rukmi felt, I will also get some special position. Therefore he proposed Rukmini to be married to Shishupal. Can you imagine? Now fortunately Rukmini took the responsibility of her life in her hand. She did not play victim card. Father decided you to marry somebody and you married. So therefore 50% responsibility. Those who propose, no, 100% responsibility. Those who proposed, they are responsible. Those who married, they are responsible. By saying, but what can I do? We are a traditional family, this and that. No excuses, because when you place your hand in the fire, whether you are forced to place or you voluntarily force, the rule is fire does not tell, oh, I am sorry, I sympathize with you. The laws of nature will burn the finger, does not matter why you place. If it is incompatible, if it is wrong, the mathematics is wrong, it is wrong. Why you do, how you do, material nature does not care, because material nature is very mechanistic. Very interesting and very important. Therefore, usually we spend our life finding some other source for our trouble other than empowering. I'm not saying we should blame ourselves. Empowering ourselves. Empowerment is not becoming reckless, discarding the relationship of our family. But one has to have a dialogue. So many marriages are done because based upon this principle of I need to respect the elders. Who says you should not? But along with respecting the elder, you should also respect your own conscience, your gut feeling. Today only somebody called. Just before that I came here, one person called, going through a lot of difficulty in relationship. So I always ask this question, did you marry because you wanted? You married because your parents wanted? Or you married because you were confused? When you hear the story, then you realize, there were so many things which could have been easily rectified, where they were thinking about rectification, but said, जाने दो अभी कर लेता हूँ. जाने दो कर लेता हूँ वैसा होता नहीं है. फिर आने दो होता है, no? Then you have to deal with it. So therefore, Rukmini wrote letter to Krishna, the first original, authentic, Shastrik, Dharmic love letter. Huh? What a courage. She wrote it to Krishna and Krishna read the letter. And according to one Vaishnava Acharya, that time Krishna decided in Ram Lila, I am married with Sita, but I caused her so much of trouble. And this is Dwapar, conclusion of Dwapar, and I have come to establish Dharma. For Lord Ram, there is only one Ravan. There are so many mini Ravans and are very complex Ravans. They are not pure Ravans. There is a lot of complexity. They are good people also. So to deal with all of them, I will not be able to give any time to my wives. Therefore, he told Balram, you go ahead and marry. So Balram married Revati, and meanwhile the letter came from Rukmini. And Krishna told Daruka, let us go now. So all the 16,108 wives, all married by Krishna, not because he wanted, because they needed protection. They needed shelter, and they also liked Krishna. Therefore, how can anybody question Krishna's marriage? His compassion also had the capacity. It is not that he was only compassionate, okay, I need to marry them. He had the power to expand himself for everything you do as a lone person. He told Draupadi, what can I do? And I was not here to fight against the Kauravas. I was fighting elsewhere. But he realized to pacify and satisfy 16,108 wives, one form will not be, suffice. So every day he would expand into 16,108. फिर भी problem आता था. No? There was still a trouble between Rukmini and Satyabhama. He said, why are you giving so much more time, even though Krishna had expanded into 16,108 forms? So that was so, but Gandhari when she got to know that my father is marrying to a blind personality, even before seeing, back in her country, now which is Afghanistan, no, land of restlessness since ages. Huh? No, somebody was telling me in the mountain, this kind of mountains, वहाँ की हवा और बॉम्बे का फैशन हर दम बदलता रहता है. No, there is no steadiness. And based upon the weather condition, you also develop certain psychological condition. So Gandhari agreed, tough people take a lot of determined vows. Therefore it is said, to do business with Afghan, it's very easy. Because once they give promise, they fulfill it. I'm talking about the original Afghan. The root, not the religious Afghan. There is a spirituality, there is a religiosity, and there is a race. And race is always much deeper than the religion. The religion is very superficial. In that peninsula, everyone is converted to Islam, but still there is a distinct taste of their own self. Afghan has nothing to do with the Arabic people. The Arabs have nothing to do with the Persian people. When you go to Mecca, it is not that there is only one gate, one messenger, but gates are different according to which race you belong to. If you are a Somalia, you can't go into the gate where the Arabs go. If you are African, you can't go with where Iranian go. The Persians and the Arab, they have different gates, and Indians have different gate. Why? Because race is more deeper than religion. The entire Europe was converted to Christianity, but that does not unite. If you go and talk to a German about the Brits, you see what they say. And if you go to talk to a Brit about American English, they will talk as if, some child who is speaking English in India. They ridicule the Americans about their English. Even though they are speaking the same language, or if you go to Punekaris about their Marathi and the Bombay Walas, they will ridicule the Bombay Walas. Because जैसे पानी बदलती है वैसे वाणी बदलती है और वैसे चेतना भी बदल जाती है. इसलिए religion is very superficial. Race is deeper than the religion. So Gandhari had this tough, hardcore mentality about, okay, I'm going to take this. She never thought about marriage is about relationship. Marriage is about satisfaction. Marriage is about happiness. There are some people who marry because of compassion. Arey, marriage is not a compassion. Marriage is compatibility. आप किसी के साथ में विवाह दया के लिए नहीं करते हो. जिंदगी भर आपको दया करना पड़ेगा. आपको पत्नी नहीं मिलेगी या पति नहीं मिलेगा, आपको एक दया का पात्र मिलेगा. So she married and she tied that belt on her eyes. Now many people ask whether that tying of the belt was beneficial to Gandhari or was it not beneficial to Gandhari. Was it only to prove her commitment to following her husband because he is blind, I also want to be blind. इतना ही था या उसके पीछे और कोई बड़ा साइंस था. And she was not only determined lady, but Mahabharata explained that she also knew Artha Shastra. Artha Shastra ko samajhti thi. And Shakuni was a rebirth of Nagnajit, a disciple or a student of Prahlad Maharaj. In the Mahabharata, there is 2 sections which talks about who is who. I was always wondering why Shalya joined Pandavas, Kauravas at the last moment. Then I realized, recently reading, that Shalya was younger brother of Prahlad Maharaj called as Anulhad. So Prahlad was a great devotee, but other brothers continue to maintain that demoniac nature, not to such an extent because they were with Prahlad Maharaj. Therefore, this conflicting ideology was there. So, consciously, Shalya, at the last moment, in the name of promising Duryodhan, joined the Kaurava party. No? So, last 2 days we were discussing about sanskaras. You know, the influence of your childhood will never go away. It is not possible to remove that. There are patterns in life which cannot be taken away. That is our psycho nature, which also affects our personality, our physical personality. वो जा नहीं सकता. It is very rare. It is very rare. Therefore, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, what does he say? He said, practicing devotional service, if somebody is able to take to devotional service very easily and maintain it for a long time. Taking easy is very easy. You know, a lot of people take to Krishna consciousness very easily because Krishna consciousness, you know, is it's little hatke, thoda hatke. So it sounds very adventurous, right? But when you become deeper, then you realize, oh, you know, I have to go deeper, I have to go deeper. Therefore, one devotee was asking, don't tell me the stories of how I came to Krishna consciousness. But we have to tell the stories how I stayed in Krishna consciousness for the rest of my life. That is more important. Getting married, spending 300 crore in marriage, you know, which is a bad taste, but staying 300 days in the marriage happily, that should be a story. Right? So therefore, we see container. What is your container? Again, can you imagine that you are surrounded for rest of your life? 100 sons who are totally dedicated to Duryodhan psychology. You have a brother who is staying with you, not to his country, and continuously scheming against the Pandavas. You know, just imagine the character of Shakuni. उसको नींद कैसे आती थी? And he had a son called as Uluka also. You know, jaisa baap vaisa beta. You know, Gandhari was surrounded by such people. Can you imagine what she must have gone through? Like, क्या हुआ होगा उसके लिए? But still, because she was from the mountainous area, acting tough, so her sanskaras were great. Being a devotee of Lord Shiva, performing her tapasya. Therefore, the mother is the container. पात्र होता है मदर. और पात्र की सीमा is not important. More than the capacity of the container, what kind of container do you have? If your container is made of swarna, स्वर्ण कलश में आप कचरा नहीं डालते हो. You don't place garbage in the golden pot. You don't place, unwanted things in a silver container. According to your container, the content goes inside. If your container is of a garbage can, in that garbage can you do not put gold, silver, or a Ayurvedic medicine, or a medicine you don't put. That is how we think. A container is there. The container which is made of, nowadays this artificial material, your sink, right? It has a hole. It doesn't hold for a long time. Your bathtub, it's a container. वहां अपना स्वीट राइस नहीं भर के डालते हो. कितना भी डेकोरेटेड bathtub हो, when you get inside a few times, it is a untouchable place, right? Because The body is going there. It is a place of, we don't go there. A bathroom or a restroom, another container, but what does it hold? उसकी यूटिलिटी है, but it is not a place of purity. आपका जो जूता है वो हमेशा घर के बाहर ही होता है. हाँ, आजकल गर्मी के कारण, ठंडी के कारण, there is a separate sleeper, that's a different thing. घर में कुत्ता और बाहर कुत्ता बड़ा अंतर होता है. If you discuss from the cultural perspective, that you can keep a cow inside in a courtyard, but dog always stays outside the home. वास्तु की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग. कुत्ते के साथ कोई घृणा नहीं है, लेकिन विज्ञान की बात कर रहे हैं. राइट. So just see, it is so important what kind of container you have. And based upon that container, what do? You place content. So mother is called as Matra Devo Bhava. And then comes next, Pitra Devo Bhava. Based upon the container, the man will get, or a woman will get, almost the same kind of husband. What will he do? He'll place the content in that container. But the content and the container, is obnoxious. Even if somebody meets a right kind of a teacher, Prabhupada explains in the Bhagavad Gita, a guru has to be potent and the student has to be fertile. A seed is powerful, but if it is placed in an unfertile ground, the seed becomes rotten. Guru will not change the seed. Guru will create a facility for the seed to grow into a beautiful tree. He will help that living entity in the future life. He can chant Hare Krishna, he can practice Krishna consciousness, but uska content and container. Therefore, Kapil Muni in the 3rd canto of the Bhagavatam talks about 250 varieties of devotional service. Bhakti in the mode of goodness, bhakti in the mode of passion, bhakti in the mode of ignorance. They are bhaktas, but the mode of ignorance bhakta, what is their mentality? Only my path is the greatest path. And they have this mentality of violence towards others. Bhagavatam is talking about it. Loyalty sometimes makes you so narrow-minded, and that loyalty makes you feel that I'm exclusive, and therefore harming others to prove my point is my devotional service to God. This loyalty, Bhagavatam Kapil Muni explains to Mother Devati, is what? It is full of violence, separatist mentality. And bhakti in the mode of goodness is what? A bhakti in the mode of goodness is very cooperative. You are in this level, I am in this level. I will not convert to your level, but I will be sympathetic to your level of God consciousness. It has the courage, it has the capacity, it has the maturity to handle diversity. No? So therefore, container, content and utility for right reason. Gandhari's container, was it good? Was it bad? She was great. She was great. We'll discuss that. We discuss this. Her greatness, she never supported her evil son. The story of making Duryodhan's body Vajra Kavach is not in Vyasa's Mahabharata and actually undermines her dharma. The story of Vajra Kavach is one of the most wonderful story. Both the Mahabharata producers, The new Mahabharata and old Mahabharata. The new Mahabharata has made it very, very interesting, very entertaining. Right? And whenever devotees narrate a story, I have narrated those story hundreds of times. I will continue to narrate that story. But here we are talking Vyasa's Mahabharata. It proves certain point that the Vajrakavat story is not there in Vyasa's Mahabharata. It may be in some Puranas or it may be a folk tale. Why does it undermine the Gandhari's dharma? Because not even once, from the birth of Duryodhan till he died, Gandhari never in her mind also told Duryodhan, you will be victorious my son. उसके मुख से कभी ऐसा शब्द निकला ही नहीं. All the time she would tell Duryodhan, whenever he would come to her, she would say, my dear son, what can I do? Wherever there is dharma, the victory belongs to them. And because dharma is with Krishna, and it will go to them only. Yato dharma tato jaya. Yato Krishna tato dharma. जहां कृष्ण वहां धर्म है, और जहां धर्म है वहां विक्ट्री है. Repeatedly, not even once she said, you will win. So the story is, one day Duryodhan came to Gandhari. Gandhari called Duryodhan, my dear son, you come to me and you should be completely unclothed, just like a newborn baby. And Duryodhan went to take bath and he was coming to meet Gandhari. And then Krishna came and stopped Duryodhan. He said, what are you doing? He said, what? He said, how can you go to your mother, covered by the directions alone? You should have some cloth. So here you try to make Krishna is cheating. So Duryodhan realized, oh, I should not be doing it. So then what he did? He covered his lower part with a cloth. And he came to Gandhari, and Gandhari removed her, that cloth, and she gazed at Duryodhan. Because it was so powerful, his entire body became Vajrakavach except his thighs. And she said, my dear Duryodhan, your destiny is not there to be protected by the Pandavas. I failed. Very nice story. And we should continue telling this story. Huh? But the point is, we should know it is not there in the Mahabharata. Vyasa's Mahabharata does not narrate this story because Gandhari could never do that, because she was very determined to the extent where she was stubborn in regards to not compromising her dharma. कुछ भी हो जाए मैं धर्म को नहीं त्यागूंगी. Therefore, she never did that. Therefore, Duryodhan Vajra Kavachan is determination. He was very powerful, very strong, very skillful. He had the courage, he had the practice to take the onslaught of Bhima when Bhima would attack him with mace. Many, many times. In fact, how many? Every day, Vyasdev reminded Gandhari, every day Duryodhan would come to his mother to take her blessing. Mother, please bless me. These people at least had these values. झूठा आशीर्वाद नहीं दे सकते थे. Can you imagine when Yudhishthira Maharaj came to Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya and Shalya, when he offered his obeisances to to Bhishma, even though Bhishma is fighting on the other side, he knew, I have no other choice than to bless him that he will be victorious. And Duryodhan का भविष्य क्या था, उसका डेस्टिनी क्या था? जो भी बड़ों के सामने जाएगा उनसे शाप ही लेगा. When he came to Maitreya Rishi, he got cursed. When he came in that peace sabha, Narad Muni, Parshuram ji, so many people spoke. he got their wrath. And Pandavas were collecting so much of blessings, including their enemies in one sense. And Gandhari could not bless. Therefore, empty blessings given by people, तू जीत जाएगा, उसको कभी भी सीरियस नहीं लेना चाहिए. Because you should be capable of receiving that blessing. The other person should also have the capacity. She reminded her husband of Vidura's prophecy of abandonment. This was when the first part of the gambling match was over. We discussed that. Gambling match was over. Pandavas lost. And Dhritarashtra became very fearful. He asked Draupadi, what do you want? Since Draupadi took the freedom of her husband, their kingdom. And he asked, what is the third benediction? He said, third benediction, my husband will capture by their own strength. He said, I should not ask more than two benediction. And the Pandavas left. And then Duryodhan came to his father, threatened him, threatened that I will commit suicide. How could you do this? We had won everything with so much of hard labor. हमने इतना सारा कष्ट किया जीतने के लिए और आपने एक क्षण में सबको खो दिया. So that time Gandhari comes. And what she says, she tells her husband, he said, please, my dear husband, discard our child. The prophecy is there by Vidura. At least we could not discard him when he was born. Please discard him now. If you discard him, entire Kurukul will be protected. But if you don't discard, I guarantee you that every one of my child and all of their friends will be completely destroyed. And what did Dhritarashtra replied? He said, let our Kula go to hell. I am exactly translated from the Mahabharata. But I can't reject my son, nor the gambling match. मैं पुत्र को त्याग नहीं सकता. Therefore, Chanakya, in one place he explained, sometime your very son become cause of your death. पुत्र ही आपका शत्रु के रूप में आ जाता है. Just like the mother scorpion, when she gives birth to baby scorpion, what does this baby scorpion do? They rip apart the mother's womb. And that's how they are born. In Prakriti we see that. So therefore the sting is so poisonous. You don't die with a snake bite. At least you leave this body. If there is a poisonous snake bites you, within few minutes you die. But with the scorpions, when a scorpion stings you, somebody was telling me who was beaten by the scorpion. It is like putting your finger in a door and getting closed continuously. You scream, you shout. इतना दर्द होता है, but you don't die. Just imagine. So, that was, therefore, it is explained in comparison, Dhritarashtra is like a worm. It was her terrible misfortune to have fully blind husband and toxic children. When the peace mission failed, Dhritarashtra calls for Gandhari to convince Duryodhan. And what did Gandhari respond? My dear husband, before chastising Duryodhan, I need to chastise you for your negligence and endorsement of Duryodhan. And she warned her husband. Just see, whenever warning is given by the wife in regards to certain principle. I remember one of our trustees' wife, Maithili Mataji, she was telling, many years back she had told her husband, and I should not be telling, but I'll tell anyway. So we have to glorify her. She had told her husband and her brother, that's what she told me, I hope this will not become a big controversy about buying property in the temple. Eventually, they had to pay more money. If they had heard her, we could have got property for much less price. I told this story to Radhanand Maharaj. No? But I am publicly speaking. No? I'll have to write to Krishna Chandrapur about this. So she also keenly warned Bhishma and Drona will not fight their best. In fact, Vali's wife, Tara, another very interesting story. Once Sugriv came and challenged, and he was beaten black and blue. He ran away to Lord Ram. He said, you should have told me in the beginning only that you will not protect me. I was beaten so badly. Ram said, I couldn't recognize who is Vali, who is Sugriv. गलती से अगर तुमको ही मार देता तो? He said, now you go, I place a garland through which I can recognize this is Vali and this is Sugriv. Now that is Sugriv's greatness. After getting beaten very badly also, he is trusting the garland. He said, okay, I'll come. And he again challenges Vali. When Vali hears the sound of Sugriv, he is mad. He just rises from his seat, and Tara said, please sit. He said, how can Sugriv, after getting beaten badly from you, has coming with greater power to challenge you? How is it possible? So Tara says this to her husband, there must be someone who is giving promise to Sugriv. And she was so keen observer, she says, my dear husband, I have heard that Lord Ram, the son of Dashrath, has made friendship with Sugriv. And there is a truce between them. So therefore, maybe Lord Ram is standing by Sugriv. Therefore, don't go and challenge him. I think stop having enmity towards your brother. It has been too long that you are fighting with each other. Please go and make peace with your brother. And what did Vali said? You less intelligent woman, shut up your mouth. And he walked with great arrogance and power, and he was shot by Lord Ram's arrow. And then he confesses, अरे मुझे पहले सुनना चाहिए था. बाद में confess करने से पैसा तो ज़्यादा देना ही पड़ता है ना. And plus, you lose your life. And she warned that these people will not help and fight for Duryodhana. But after all this, if you study her life, no, somebody drives his car for 40 years without even getting one time caught by the police. Because it doesn't give a chance only. If the police is there, not there, he will follow the rule of traffic signal. I remember one time I was traveling with one devotee and his child was there, 4-year-old. When he saw there is no police, he said, Papa, maro na, chalta hai. Why? Because he has seen father doing it before. So following rule when nobody is watching is something different. So Gandhari followed all the rules, never broke these rules, but only twice. But when she broke this rule, her little weakness became the cause of a colossal war. Gandhari's weakness led to big battle. This is very important. A small act at a crucial juncture creates a powerful impact. Even the smallest action can be like a spark generated in a petroleum tank instead of water tank, as most would expect. Right. And what is that? Envy of Kunti's sons caused her a lifetime of regret. Small act but big impact. Therefore, how law of karma functions, it's a very, very difficult to explain. Therefore, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Kim karmeti, Kim akarmeti. What is karma and what is akarma? He says, it bewilders even कवयप्यत्र मोहिता, द ग्रेट कविज, विद्वान, वो लोग भी bewilder हो जाते हैं. They can't make it out. That was Kunti, that was, and it is not that God is angry with her. The act what you commit, one small act, if a child puts his finger in a socket where there is high voltage current, there is no arrogance in that child. There is no false adventure in that child. But the nature of electricity, what will it do? It will take away the child's hand only. Can you get it back? Small act, but at the wrong place has a lifetime impact. The child can repair his life, but without the hand. So what happened with Gandhari? We discussed about children's birth. All the birth of these characters what we have taken in the Mahabharata. Dhritarashtra's birth, unwanted, undesirable association. Dhritarashtra was born. Dronacharya, same thing. Bhishma, same thing. When Duryodhana was born, what happened was Duryodhana's mother Gandhari was pregnant before Kunti. And for 2 years, child did not come out. And there was no cesarean also in those times. There was no X-ray also. You have to simply wait patiently. Whenever the child comes, you have to wait. But she heard the news. Therefore, people are very eager to give news. Now, they should be careful. When are you giving? Whom are you giving? What is the background? What is the context? When you become very eager to give news, whether it is a good news or a bad news, whom are you giving? How will they handle that news? It's an interesting phenomena. Right, so some or other she got the news that Kunti has already given birth to a son. So what happened? When she heard that, Gandhari was surcharged with unlimited envy that time. And her envy did not stop there. She did not feel envy alone. Feeling bad, feeling little, envy is part of human weakness. If you are a singer and you find somebody singing better than you, it is but natural that you feel threatened. Just imagine those who are running for 100-meter dash. Kitna anxiety hota hai unko? All these sports, in the Vedic time, the sports were there, but not for competition, just for exhibition. You prove your valor, they will prove their valor. It was not based upon kitne baan, kitne minute mein tum chhod sakte ho. No, it was not based upon like that. So when Gandhari heard this news of Yudhishthir's birth, she became envious. And along with that envy, she doing something, she could have, I am giving her advice, But the point is we are sympathizing with her. What she did was she struck her belly with great force. That striking of her hand on belly was not simply a hand. It was the concentrated pain, envy against Kunti. How is that her child is being born before my son, who could have been the king in the future? And when she struck her belly, that concentrated envy became the sanskara what she implanted in Duryodhana's personality. Garbha samskar. इसको बदलना एक दृष्टिकोण से कठिन हो जाता है. It becomes very difficult. And envy using in God's service is more difficult. Doubting that. It's like a hopeless case. Like when you peel onion, which you don't, most of you. No? But when you peel onion, what happens? Every time you peel the onion, as many layers you peel, you will have the same characteristics of that. It does not change into characteristics. Therefore, whichever layer we keep on peeling, what do we get? The deep sanskaras forces us to act based upon how we have raised. Just like Kunti also, because of ideal curiosity, which was absolutely fine. It is but natural that you have been given a laptop first time in your hand and nobody has it. And the person says, don't open now. And he goes away. What do? 99.99% people will open faster than any other time. Because it's a human nature. It's a human nature. So when Kunti got this benediction from Durvas, you can invoke any devata and ask them to give a child. She was 13-year-old. Now what do you expect of a 13-year-old, whichever yuga it is, whether it is Treta, Dwapar, Kali. 13-year-old means, there is limitless desire to be adventurous, curious. Maybe in the previous yuga they would not go out. But being inside also, you could be so curious. So the 13-year-old girl, she's standing on the palace's terrace and she's so eager, I want to invoke, and whom she calls? Because Surya is a visible devata. Chandra is not there, Surya is visible. She invokes Surya, he came down. Her ideal curiosity to experiment the mantra became cause of her lifetime regret. You can't ask this question, how can destiny, how can karma be so unjust to her? Now I say it's a rule. When you place your finger in the socket where there is high voltage, I can pray, अरे कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए, नरसिंह आरती 108 बार. लेकिन लॉ कहता है कि नहीं, हाथ डालोगे तो हाथ चला जाएगा. आर्टिफिशियल हाथ बिठाना पड़ेगा, या तो हाथ नहीं मिलेगा. And you can't say God is so angry. God is not angry. Please, this material world is very mechanistic. Krishna does not interfere into the mechanistic system of how this world functions. But He allows you, He gives you the grace. What you do after you made this mistake? How do you deal with your consciousness? The physical transformation को बदल नहीं सकते हो, लेकिन आप चेतना के साथ में खेल कर सकते हो. It's a play of consciousness. Kunti, see, small fault curiosity. She got a son. Who was he? He was an unwanted child. And when Surya came down to Kunti, she said, no, you go back, I don't want. Surya said, no, when I come, I don't go without giving a benediction. He was also stubborn. बोला नहीं, आपको तो लेना ही पड़ेगा. She said, but how can I take? If I take this benediction, what will the society say? He said, that is not my responsibility. My responsibility is to give you gold surrounded by all the gundas and the killers. Just imagine somebody gives you a gift. Very rare, valuable gift. And where does he give? In Chambal ke valleys mein. Before that, you had nothing at your disposal. When you receive that gift, the gift also go and you also go. And therefore, Krishna came to Satrajit. When he came to Satrajit, Satrajit got this great jewel from Surya. The jewel of Shamantaka. Now, Shamantaka in the hands of an ordinary personality, not a king, what will happen? It is but natural that he will become the object of everybody's envy. Therefore, Krishna came to him compassionately. He said, look, give this jewel in the hands of Ugrasen Maharaj. That way it will benefit the country. Hey, he said, how can you ask this from me? This is not fair. You are coming like an income tax department. Now, I'm not going to give. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Krishna said, I only came to suggest to you नहीं देना है तो नहीं देना है, मैं तो किसी का चोरी से हरण नहीं कर लेता हूं. What happened? Satyajit lost his life. He offended Krishna. He created dissension among the Yadavas. Many Yadavas were blaming Krishna. Balramji blamed Krishna. I said, Krishna, this is too much. And being a neutral party, he walked away from Dwarka for 3 years and stayed in Mithila. And that was the time Duryodhan came to Balramji thinking there is a conflict between Krishna and Balram. This is a good time for me to make friendship with Balramji. He learned mace fighting, and that was the time, instead of asking Guru Dakshina by Balramji asked, what can I give you? And Duryodhan said, give me your sister in marriage. Balramji said, Tatastu. There is an element of Lord Shiva in Balramji. No? So Krishna protected Subhadra. For 3 years he went away. Just see, when Krishna came and told this man, Satyajit, he created dissensions among the in the Yadava Kula. He lost his life. His brother's life was lost. He made Krishna work very hard to find that jewel. And when Krishna went to find that jewel, along with the jewel came his wife also, one new wife. He didn't go there to marry Jambavati. Jambavati was given to him accidentally. And Jambavati's son, Samba, he has a different story only. So just imagine, when you have something, but you do not have the capacity to handle, it creates such an adverse effect. Right? So Krishna, Draupadi, Kunti got it, 13-year-old, and she called. Surya said, you have to take this benediction. She said, no, I can't. He said, you have to. One is forcing to take, and one is forcing not to take, and that combination is Surya, Putra, Karna, who was forced by sun god, and other party with great fear accepted it. Therefore somebody said, when Surya and Chandra, because Kunti belongs to Chandra dynasty, जब दोनों का एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली साथ आ जाता है, उसका परिणाम हमेशा ग्रहण ही लग जाता है. So Karna had a grahan for the rest of his life. Always making a wrong decision, because a grahana, what does it do? It has the power to impact everything. इसलिए ग्रहण के समय आजकल बड़े शहर के लोग करते नहीं हैं. I grew up following this grahan. As long as grahan is there, your mother would not give you water also. बराबर ना? No drinking, not going out anywhere. I said, wow, 4 घंटा खेलने के लिए मिल सकता है, नहीं घर के बाहर नहीं जाने का, पानी नहीं पीने का, खाने का नहीं. And when the grahan is released, immediately you don't get food, because everybody has to take bath. You go to the well, you go to the river, take bath. Till I came to the temple, I was doing all that. I felt, why I'm freed from grahan nowadays. Now again started practicing in last 2 years. So it is so important. The grahan has an impact on the consciousness. So this man, Karna, had a lifetime impact, to the extent where he could never understand his mother, never understand anybody. Small mistake of Kunti, and poor lady for rest of her life could never tell anybody. When Karna is dead, when the Pandavas had to give oblation to all the dead soldiers, when they saw Karna's body lying, Kunti said, my dear son, you also do it. He said, what? For Karna, our enemy? Then Krishna came and told, at least now you tell the truth. Then Yudhishthira asked Krishna, what did you tell her? Krishna had told her, at least tell the truth now. And then Kunti tells the truth, and Yudhishthira Maharaj collapses. Arjun collapses. He said, we killed our own brother. And he said, how could you do this to us, my mother? That is the first time Yudhishthira Maharaj. Second time he lost his temper. One time he lost temper against Arjuna, and second time he lost temper against his own mother. Such a dedicated follower of his mother that very Yudhishthira Maharaj cursed Whom did he curse? Not Kunti alone, the entire womanhood. He said, let the secret not stay with you. You know, he said, let the secret not stay with you. Why? Because it is secret के कारण इतना बड़ा हो गया. Then he said, my dear mother, whenever I would look at the feet of Karna, I don't know what I would feel, a son's affection towards mother. Now I can understand his feet was resembling your face. But you have done this to me. And he asked Krishna, you knew about this? He said, of course I knew. And why Krishna did not tell? Then you have to tell another Bhagavad Gita to Yudhishthira Maharaj also. To deal with all their, challenges in regards to dealing with their own family members who are fighting against dharma, it's so difficult. Now his own brother. So Krishna kept the secret completely to minimize his workload. No? So both Kunti and Gandhari, for their, one because of envy, one because of curiosity, they suffered for the rest of their life. And some of her, we discussed that when she saw first time Draupadi, she had a foresight, she could see the future. But rather than minimizing the effect, just like when you go to an astrologer does not predict, he gives an indication. When he gives an indication, your child should not be taken to watery places. If he has to go to swim, somebody should be there. Pani ke saath sambhal ke raho. It doesn't mean that you don't take them to the water only. Are kal se snan ban. No, that means warning, be careful about it. This thing you should be careful. It is not you should be fearful. There is carefulness and there is a fearfulness, and there are two different things. They can only give an indication, and Gandhari had so many indications, but she did not remove them. She could have told Shakuni, get lost from here, unless you go, other I will go away to my father's place. वो उसको जाने नहीं दिया. It is natural that intense suffering or intense pleasure drives one to forget the dharmic siddhanta. Therefore, the material world is so designed, it is not hell, neither it is heaven. It's a balanced place. As much as one can try to balance between the suffering and happiness, then it is easier to practice normalcy. Only when we are normal, it is easier to practice normal devotional service for the rest of our life. Otherwise, intense suffering, it is like constantly carrying a burden on your back. 1 kilo ka weight. Even the greatest of the weightlifter, what do when they lift the weight? Cut and bring it down. They drop it only in the middle, basically after proving that, I can lift this much of weight. But if we ask them to hold that weight, forget 1/10 of that weight, they said tie on your back for 3 months. They will not be able to handle. Why? Because your system is not made like that. Suffering is like a boja, it's like a burden. And that suffering is going to stay with you for the rest of life, and it is going to intensify more and more. However courageous you are, however strong you are, however powerful you are, at one point of time you will break down. That is human nature. It is unavoidable. And unfortunately for Gandhari, because of her own husband, her own son, and her not telling at the right time, the consequences of their karma was building. First it was a small seed, and the consequences was become like a banyan tree. Complex banyan tree. Everywhere reactions were coming. And the reaction came in the form of battle. And Krishna before that warned them. He said, just capture these 4 people. Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni and Duryodhan. He said, your entire clan will be protected. He told Vidura, my dear Vidura, I have to go. When Vidura told Krishna, Krishna, don't go there. It is pointless to go and discuss with him because he will not listen to because of all this disqualification which we discuss. You know what Krishna said? He said, my dear Vidur, I know, but it is my nature to give chance to people. He said, even if I fail in this mission, he said, when you want to do good things, in good things, you should not worry about whether the result will come or not. He said, keep trying to do good things, because in doing good things, even if you fail, your intentions will be taken seriously. When Draupadi stopped Krishna, I said, what, Krishna, are you going to as a peacemaker? He said, my husbands, they don't want to fight, they're asking for 5 villages. He said, if they don't want to fight, I will take my old father, I will take my brother, I will take my children, but I will fight against the Kauravas. I will give them the justice. What did Krishna say? He said, Draupadi, I will never break the promise, but it is my responsibility to go and try my best. Therefore, the great thing about God, the psychology of Vedic God, the concept of Vedic God is to keep hoping against hope, even though sees the other party is stubborn and hell-bent to go to hell. भगवान के ज्ञान को उनकी दया, उनका निष्काम कर्म कवर कर देता है. If Krishna functions based upon knowledge, none of us we have hope. Krishna functions based upon his compassion. It's very interesting that part. He said, no, I have to go, Vidur. He said, I will go to perform good act, even if I don't become successful. And then Krishna said, you know what, Vidur? He said, let me try. At the end of the day, people should not blame me that Krishna did not try. So Krishna also takes precaution so that the blame should not come, knowing very well the blame will come to him. But I should perform my duty of trying to see that I do as clearly as possible, so therefore there is no misunderstanding and miscommunication. Very interesting. So then, what happened when Gandhari heard all her 100 sons are slaughtered by Bhima alone? Now the Pandavas are coming to the palace. Now Krishna is bringing, can you imagine? Sometime when we offend somebody, हम भगवान के पास जाके प्रार्थना करते हैं, कृष्णा क्षमा कर दे. लेकिन उनके पास जाकर क्षमा मांगने के लिए हिम्मत नहीं होती है. Not necessarily fear, but some kind of, unwillingness. Right. So now the Pandavas have killed and they have to come to the parents of the people whom they have killed and seek their forgiveness. Now, can you imagine what kind of war they used to fight? Even those who are fighting, they knew after fighting the war, we have to go back to the relatives to seek their forgiveness. इसलिए warrior was not a brutal murderer, terrorist. एक terrorist होता है, उसके हृदय में there is no heart only. They take pride, pleasure, celebration in killing. Here Pandavas never celebrated their victory. So when they came to the place, Vyasdev realized that Gandhari is waiting to curse Yudhishthira Maharaj and the Pandavas. And from nowhere he came. He came to Gandhari, said, Gandhari, he said, what are you doing? What happened to your great quality and character? He was the one who said, he said, Gandhari, all the time, your entire life you warned your son. You always told him, my dear son, I will not give you the blessing of victory because you cannot be victorious if dharma is not with you. You are the one who always said this, and your statement has come true. It is not the responsibility of the Pandavas. It is your understanding which has made into a reality. The Kauravas have lost their life because of their own misdeeds, which you always said about. So how can you curse Yudhishthir Maharaj? How can you curse the Pandavas? He said, don't do like this. Gandhari said, yes, my dear father, my dear lord. He said, I should not be doing, but what can I do? The pain of separation of my 100 son is so much. He said, I lose myself. And then the Pandavas comes inside. And then, this is after Vyasdev left. Then the Pandavas came. Dhritarashtra wanted to embrace Bhima. We discussed that. After that, Gandhari asked, where is that Bhima? And she asked him, I have no anger, but why did you do this to my son? And then Bhima gave all the explanation which we discussed. Bach gaya wo. And how did he get saved? When she asked this question to Bhima, why did you kill my brother, my son, like that, below the belt? He said, look, mother, your son was more powerful than me. He was more powerful than me. He was more dexterous. It was no way to kill him. उसके द्वारा मैं जीत ही नहीं सकता था. आपका पुत्र बहुत शक्तिशाली था. अगर हमें जीतना था तो मुझे करना ही था. So Gandhari said, my dear son, you are glorifying Duryodhan. You are glorifying my son. Therefore, I spare you. And of course, Bhima, eventually after speaking this, he also said, your son had caused so much of pain to us. He did this to us. But he began by glorifying. Bhima is very expert in regards to speaking the right thing at the right place. No? So she was pacified. And then she asked, where is that Yudhishthir? So Yudhishthir came forward. She's holding back. Vyasdev has given her right instruction. But the pain again comes back. And through her eye, she looks from the corner of her eyes. Yudhishthira Maharaj's nails, they become burnt to black and blue. Arjuna hides behind Krishna. Abhi mera, aa jayega. Just imagine these devotees of Krishna, they were extremely sensitive. They were accepting the power of a dharmic lady. They didn't say, मैं तो कृष्ण का devotee है, मैं किधर भी जा सकता हूँ. तो क्या होता है फिर किधर भी चला जाता है, वापस आता ही नहीं. But Arjuna said, no, I can't face her. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj, he comes down, falls at her feet. He said, mother, I am ready to be cursed by you. I am responsible for whatever happened. I take complete responsibility. How can Gandhari curse? When he's speaking like that, she couldn't, because Yudhishthira Maharaj conquered her by being so much humble and taking the responsibility. That is a greater courage than attacking. A soldier has the courage to kill, and soldier has the courage to go and seek blessings, seek forgiveness from the very person's family. That is what the battle is, Dharma Yuddha. When people talk about, so many people got killed, but see the nuances, see the flavor of their consciousness, how they're going and talking. So Gandhari was pacified. And then what she made was, she told Vyasdev, I want to see the battleground. Mujhe dekhna hai. That was a wrong aspiration. At some point of time, basically, those who have eyes, if they've covered it, it is not as good as blindness. In blindness, you are very clear that I will not be able to see. But those who have covered their eyes, at some point of time, the curiosity will be developed that I want to see. So therefore, one commentator said, she should have never covered her eyes. She could have served her husband better. वो कवर नहीं किया होता तो अच्छा से सेवा कर सकते थे. She became as inactive as her husband because she became blind, and the servants were taking care of her and her husband because they were from royal family. Official servants will be there. Just imagine if an ordinary man is blind and wife says, I also want to follow Gandhari's system only. वो बोलेगा अरे यार मैं तेरे से शादी किया था कि तू मेरा सेवा कर, अभी हमारे सेवा करने के लिए तीसरे किसको लाओ. Practically it doesn't work. So what happened? Gandhari became curious. So therefore when you are suffering too much, you start making mistakes. And she wanted to see the battleground without removing the patti. Whether you have the blindfold or you don't have, as long as you desire to see, and Vyasdev is there to show you. He gave her the vision and she came to the battleground. And Krishna was there next to her. Now, Krishna is so nisprha, he's walking with her. And she goes one after another, every personality going them, talking to them, seeing her son brutally beaten, where his head was covered with a crown. Now his thighs were broken to pieces, and animals, jackal, vultures were pulling the flesh from his thighs. What will a mother do? Seeing Jayadratha's body, Dushala is crying with Jayadratha's body, rotten. So when she was going, she was telling Krishna, Krishna, I think the entire 5 elements have become one homogeneous here. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. किसी का सिर नहीं है, किसी का हाथ नहीं, किसी का पैर नहीं है. एक माँ अपने बच्चों को भी खो बैठी है, अपने पति को भी खो बैठी है. कौन सांत्वना करेगा उसका? Nobody is there to, because the Kshatriya family, unless, and there was no retirement. There were some warriors, they were great grandfather fighting with the great grandson. Bhishma was 85-year-old. Karna, our Dronacharya was 85-year-old. And then Abhimanyu was 14-year-old. In between, all ages are there. A Kshatriya never retires. When the colossal war happened, the entire Kshatriya race was destroyed in one sense. Baki sab log the. These Kshatriyas did not attack the cooks. They did not attack the dhobis. They did not attack the barber. All other communities survived intact. But the community of the Kshatriyas was completely destroyed. And she's seeing all of that. When she came to Dushasan, when she came to Duryodhan, slowly what she had controlled, her anger was building up. Now Yudhishthira Maharaj had pacified her, Bhima had pacified her, now the turn was Krishna. And she looked at Krishna and she said, my dear Krishna, you are God. That is also a problem for him. Now, when people call him God, you are God, next thing what? You should have done this. Now this question, relentlessly for the rest of eternity will be asked by everybody. If he is God, why did he made me bald when I was 27-year-old? मतलब भगवान को तुम्हारा बाल का भी देखभाल करना चाहिए, तुम्हारा आँख का भी देखभाल करना चाहिए, तुम्हारा कलर का भी देखभाल करना चाहिए. Imagine people for their small problems. How many MLAs, Sidramaiah, even he must be questioning God without serving God anytime. People, when the trouble comes, then they become very attentive to talk to God. Questioning him, why you did like this? So the Gandhari, typically a determined lady, very religious lady, but when the suffering became intensified, because she had relationship with God, but not based upon love. Her relationship with God was based upon religiosity. मुझे इतना पूजा करना है, Whatever happens, hell or high water, I am going to offer this much water to Shivaling. It's good. But a devotee of God, sometimes when he can't do something, he does not become stubborn about that rules and regulation. He realizes my Krishna is very sportive. My God is very sportive. He does not justify his laziness by saying this, but Krishna is sportive. जाने दो ना क्या फर्क पड़ता है. There is greater than forgiveness, sportiveness. In sportiveness, you don't take offense in the very first place only. When you give forgiveness to other, you think that I am superior and other are inferior. मैं तुम्हें क्षमा कर देता हूँ. That is also kind of an arrogance only. I am greater, you are a criminal, मैं तुम्हें क्षमा कर देता हूँ. But in the sportive spirit, you don't take the offense in the very first place. It's okay, go and play again. That is the nature of Krishna. But that kind of relationship Gandhari never developed. Gandhari's anger is justified because Draupadi also became angry with Krishna. But in that anger, there was loving relationship. She did not curse Krishna. She asked Krishna, because जैसे आपका संबंध ज़्यादा होता है ना, if your relationship is very superficial, then you become very person of lot of etiquettes. Because very superficial. But if the relationship is very deep, then what you do? You question the greatest of the personality also, because you realize that he will or she will not misunderstand me. We don't do that. Many relationships are very, very superficial. We feel if I ask that question, what if he goes mad? That means we don't have a deeper relationships. And that is the irony. And Draupadi had that great relationship with Krishna to ask this Krishna, why? Why you did not come? I can understand my husbands did not protect me. At least you should have come and protected me for 4 reasons. I am unborn, ordinary born nahi hu main. I am your devotee, I am your friend, I am a queen. For all of these reasons you should have protected me. Krishna, why you did not protect me? Why I had to go through what I had to go through? Even though Krishna gave her sari, but before the sari what she had to go through was very traumatic. She raised this question to Krishna, and Krishna didn't say, क्या यार, इतना किया तेरे लिए मैं. Krishna did not play victim card. इतना करने पर भी मेरे ऊपर इल्जाम लगाते, अगली बार मैं आऊंगा ही नहीं अवतार के रूप में. He keeps coming. He cried and he told Draupadi, I am sorry. And he cried till his departure from this world. He regretted for coming late. That is the relationship. She had that courage to ask, knowing very well that Krishna will not misunderstand. And Krishna knew, if I forgive from Draupadi, she will forgive me. अरे भगवान होने पर भी he thinks that I am also looking for that relationship. But Gandhari was not asking Krishna in love relationship. She was blaming Krishna rather than taking the responsibility. And she said, why you could not stop this? You had the power, you had the resources to stop this brutal war and could have saved all of my children or at least one of my child. And without even waiting for Krishna to answer, we can create many dialogues there, karmic dialogue. Without even waiting for Krishna to answer, Gandhari said, I curse you, Krishna. I curse you after 36 years. Just like I had to witness this great colossal war, you will experience the same thing, that all of your sons, all your entire Yadava Kula will be destroyed, fighting with each other. And you you will also be shot by a hunter in the forest without any family members surrounding you. And what did Krishna do? When he heard this curse, he smiled. निष्प्रह होने के कारण भगवान, निष्कर्म करने में निष्णात होने के कारण, he smiled at Gandhari. That smile was not the smile what we read in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It was very different one. And what did Krishna tell Gandhari? And the Pandavas were very despondent. Krishna did everything for us, and she has done this to Krishna like this. And Krishna, after smiling at Gandhari, and what did Krishna say? Krishna spoke the truth. He did not take the responsibility because he was not responsible. He did not become angry with Gandhari. There was no cursing her back. Krishna could curse Gandhari, saying, Gandhari, you cursed me, now take my curse. My curse is in next lifetime, your 200 sons will be killed. भगवान कर सकते हैं, परंतु भगवान दुर्वास मुनि नहीं है. Krishna, it is, what Mahabharata, if you read Mahabharata, this is not depicted in any of the movies. You can only see this in Vyasa's Mahabharata. These emotions no actor or actresses can ever display. Only after reading you can guess, you can imagine, you can be part of the story. You can enter into the Mahabharata and understand what Gandhari is doing and how Krishna is responding. So when you go through this and your appreciation for Krishna, it doesn't matter. You say it doesn't matter whether he is God or not. I don't worship him only because he is God. Because you don't find such character anywhere in any history of the creation. And he's also God. But that doesn't matter. What matters is his great quality. तो भगवान इतने निष्प्रह होकर हंसते हैं, he smiles, and then what does he do? He speaks to Gandhari the Vedantic truth. Because only he can speak. Giving sympathy to Gandhari will not work. And he tells Gandhari, he said, just like a Brahmana wants a son who is tapasvi, a cow gives birth to a bull for pulling weight. Vaishyas progenate for cow protection, and Shudras aspire for hard-working children. My dear Gandhari, you might have given birth to children to die and to kill. ये श्लोक महाभारत में है कि जैसे हर एक व्यक्ति अपने अपने संस्कार के अनुसार वैसे बच्चों को प्राप्त कर लेता है. And I think you must have aspired to give birth to children who kill each other, who are born to kill and die. That is what Mahabharata stops there. Gandhari cries and Krishna does not say any further. Why? Because Gandhari, her entire life, what she earned, glorified by Vyasadeva, her pain was so intense, but her understanding was so bad. She made Krishna the responsible for this war, and she cursed Krishna, and Krishna took that curse and he told, my dear Gandhari, no power in the world can destroy the Yadavas. I needed some excuse. Another satisfaction in the heart of the Lord was, now Gandhari, since she has released her anger in the form of curse, I don't mind taking it. Now Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, will not be affected. He is no more in the dangerous situation. उनको शाप नहीं दे पाएगी. क्योंकि फुग्गा फूट गया ना, एक बार फुग्गा फूटने के बाद उसको फिर से आप नहीं फुगा सकते हो, इट्स गॉन. सो गांधारी's dharma tapasya was like a big balloon. Our tapasya is also like a balloon only. It has to be protected very carefully. But what Gandhari did, she just blew it off. You can't collect all those broken, small, small, scattered pieces and again blow the balloon. It's gone. So therefore, Krishna was very satisfied. He's still thinking about the Pandavas' welfare. Therefore, Krishna many times in the Mahabharata says, Mama Prana Pandavanam. The Pandavas are very dear to me. For their sake, I will remove the flesh of my body. Why they're very dear to him? Not only because their good qualities, because their ability to sacrifice, do anything and everything so that dharma can be established. Therefore, they're very dear. Therefore, Gandhari, we can never undermine, condemn her, because eventually she perfected her life. When she went with Dhritarashtra and Kunti, she perfected her life. But the point is, she became one of the first amongst the haters of Krishna for the battle of Kurukshetra. Her lamentation became focused on her children instead of seeing the whole picture at the time of this one. Therefore, human daurbalya, she exhibited that was okay, but it went one step beyond that. And she tried to curse Krishna, and she became the founder amongst the people who started cursing Krishna for this war. The academicians, so-called people, there are certain sect also, they say Krishna went to hell because of creating this war. They all fall in the same category of Gandhari. Therefore, to understand Mahabharata, you cannot see through the eyes of Gandhari. You have to see through the eyes of Draupadi. You have to see through the eyes of Kunti. She went through what she went through, what she did not go through. And when Krishna was departing from her place, what Kunti is saying, my dear Krishna, let the challenges, difficulties come to me again and again. Oh my dear Madhupati. What is her life? Full of, Kadavapati. One suffering after other suffering, but still she is able to see Krishna as a sweet nectar, master of all nectar. She says, Krishna, give me more challenges so that all these challenges make me stronger in remembering you positively. That is the difference between Kunti and Gandhari. Unfortunately. A sad story. For me, Gandhari's character, more than Dhritarashtra, is a character of tragedy. She didn't deserve this. But लेकिन दो गलती गलत समय में किया और उसका परिणाम क्या हो गया? She became the topmost personality. Nobody cursed Krishna. They spoke bad words. They tried to attack Krishna, gave a chance for Krishna to a great battle as a Kshatriya. Jarasan के साथ, Salva के साथ, Shishupal के साथ, and then Rukmi के साथ. को बहुत मजा आ गया कृष्ण को. No, Krishna gave him a special haircut, which now all days, recently all the kids do, na? It has no shape, no vastu only. No, the haircut also has to be done according to Vastu Shastra. So Krishna gave him that haircut which Balram chastised Krishna. You can't do like this to him. No, Adha Muchi Nikala, idhar ek, idhar ek, idhar ek. Actually, if somebody reads in the Bhagavatam, they will start this new fashion also. Right. So Krishna took pleasure in battling with them and then giving them benediction. You fought with me. Poundrak Vasudev fought with Krishna. When Krishna saw him, he laughed so much. That man, to prove that I have got Samantaka Jibal, he burned his chest. उसको जला लिया, थोड़ा मार खाना चाहिए ना. And he came with a carpenter made hands, and Krishna is laughing at him. And what did Krishna give him? That Paundraka Vasudev achieved the same form of Krishna in the Vaikuntha planet, just imitating Krishna and giving pleasure to him. उसको फॉर्म मिल गया. 400 form he got in the spiritual world because he died fighting against Krishna. So Krishna gave him that. But what Gandhari did to Krishna, she didn't do anything. She only did to herself. So therefore, those who practice tapasya without affection in relationship, there is a frustration. Like I told that story, those who live a lifetime of dharma and become isolated from people, they end up calling themselves as, I'm a victim. I did so much to my family member. मैंने इतना किया मेरे परिवार के लिए, लेकिन कोई मेरे पास आया नहीं. Therefore, what Krishna says, in your adarsha, let there be vyavahar also. But your adarsha is bereft of vyavahara, the very person is disturbed, others also disturbed, you are also disturbed. So Gandhari, the character of Gandhari is still existing. It's a flow of thought. It's a flow of mentality. And tomorrow we will study a teacher who was too practical at the cost of giving up certain ideals, adarsha. A teacher with agenda. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
RG Media YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe.